Okay, welcome to Vox Singing Academy's podcast episode number 4. How you doing, Em?
So out of sync.
Let's do it
Still
again.
alive.
Episode number 4.
There we go.
Fantastic. Alright, so well, first and foremost, if you like this channel and you like this podcast, please like and subscribe to the channel, support us, follow what we're doing. Vox Singing Academy, everything about singing, that's what we're going to be discussing here today. So Em, how has your week been at teaching this week at Vox?
So much fun, students getting accepted into musical, into different institutions. Hi Jess, you're amazing, well done.
Well done Jess, into Polytechnics, fantastic work.
I don't even know what is happening this week, there's so much happening. Preparing for this.
Yes, you've got this Sunday, which is great. Celtic Illusion, guys, check it out.
Yes.
It's a fantastic show. When it comes to town, go and check it out. It's absolutely amazing.
It's dancing and magic and people flying and costumes changing in a blink of an eye, and obviously me singing. Sometimes not me, we have other fantastic singers. I'm kind of semi-retired from the show.
Yes.
And I've never been so chuffed to sing with the show again. Yeah, because there's a new song in it now. And the arrangement is so fantastic. It's so me. I'm just, I heard it.
The new song or the whole show?
The new song, but the fun part is the show is changing as well. Yeah. So there are some new illusions there, and we did a spin-off of the show previously. Eclipse, and took it to Hong Kong over like the last Christmas and New Year's we went there with Eclipse. And illusions are different and costumes are different because obviously like people get bored doing the same thing over and over, and it's also a part of entertainment industry, just constantly bring out something new to keep the audience wanting more and coming in.
I think it's a really big thing for anyone that's striving to do anything in life. You've always got to innovate and evolve, because you just can't go and do river dance 1,000 times over, because people are going to basically see it and then go, oh well, I've seen it once, let's not see it again.
Well, there are different types of people.
Yes.
There are die-hard fans who will go and see it every single time.
Yes. Yes, I know that one of my ex-students, Jason Westhoff, hi Jace, putting out a shout out to you there. Congratulations on the West Coast winning the grand final. I don't think you'll win it this year, but anyway. But he went and seen, I put a post on about School of Rock and how we've got a student in School of Rock, and I think Darcy Oliver did an interview. Is he one of your students, Darcy Oliver?
No, I think he's
Ryan's.
I think he's Ryan's student. Hi, Darcy.
Hey, Darcy, another shoot out there for the school. He did an interview with the lead guy in that show, and Jason said he's gone and seen the show, the School of Rock, 3 times in a row. I'm going, wow, you must. He goes, I love it.
Yeah,
you must love it. So there are those die-hard fans that are going to keep on coming back and seeing the same production.
Yeah.
Excellent. So what's planned for the weekend, Em?
Well, this weekend I'm doing this.
Yes.
For everyone watching, it will probably way in the past already.
Yes, because this is probably going to go out because we're a week behind, because I've been busy rebuilding our new website. That's our number one point, so that we're going to have a new website up and going, and that's what I've been doing, text, photos, editing videos for that. So it hasn't been an easy process, but it's looking amazing, and we're going to blow up next year. We're going to, once I get this down, that's going to free me up. We've got a new VA, Michelle, who's on board, who we're going to train up and get going. So that's going to free me up, and we're going to double down on social media. So you're going to be seeing a lot more of us on social media next year. Big time. I was actually put a new banner on our YouTube.
Awesome.
As well. So yes, and it had to. It wasn't as easy as what I thought, because you have to get the text to fit in mobile, desktop, TV now.
Yes.
And it's like doesn't fit on the mobile, but it looks okay on TV. So it was it was a good learning curve anyway. So My week. Let's talk about my week. I've had
Let's.
I've had a huge week because I've been teaching, rebuilding the website, lots of other things as well too. But last week we had the CD launch for White Widdow's 5th album, Victory. The Warbirds were in support, releasing their My Symphony video. Yes, so that was last week. This week I got another double header as well too that I'm going to go to as well too. Massive are playing at the Cherry Bar this Saturday night. They're releasing Rebuild and Destroy, their 3rd studio album. They've just come off a huge European tour. I was watching them on Facebook, and I think they toured for about 2 months, pretty much every day. And Ablaze are supporting one of my guys again, Danny from Ablaze. They're supporting Massive this Saturday night. I think I've just also seen on Dead Letter Circus releasing their 4th self-titled studio album. They're on a national tour where I'm just wearing some free merch here as well too. Thanks guys. And that's next Friday as well too, and that is for their 4th album. They're on a national tour at the moment, so go out and check out Dead Letter Circus as well too. Fantastic. Just read that the Dream on Dream are supporting the Getaway Plan next year on a tour as well too, so I just want to plug the boys from Dream on Dream because I know they've been their patronage towards me has been fantastic. I've taught many members of that band there, and they've always supported me. So a big shout out to Marcel and Cal from Dream on Dream. Peace, guys, and I wish you all the best with that. One more thing I just want to plug as well too that I'm going to be heading to as well too is a good friend of mine, Julian, has got a nightclub, a rock nightclub called Escape Nightclub. It is at 218 Chapel Street this Saturday night, guys. Check it out if you want to get a few cold drinks there as well too. After the Massive show, I'll be there as well too. But let's get stuck into what we're going to be talking about here today, which is the Christmas break. Okay, so
yes.
The Christmas break is a big thing. Well, there we go. Right on cue.
The Christmas break.
And
the sky's open.
And we said we've got to start filming before it starts to thunder here. So anyway, right on cue there. The Christmas break. Hopefully we don't lose lights, but anyway, if we do, we're just going to keep on going because this camera's going to roll. It's rolling without electricity, so it's charged up and ready to go. So the Christmas break is a big time for a lot of artists. So tell me a little bit about your performing yourself, but you obviously have a few people that are performing, doing corporate gigs, different things are really ramping up for a lot of my guys as well too over the Christmas break.
Yeah, so for a lot of singers, like we all start somewhere, and obviously doing corporate work is very often a part of the journey. I want to say 80% of singers who went on writing their own stuff and performing their own original songs started with corporate gigs, and doing this work over Christmas is usually a really big chunk of income for us musos, which we get to spend on all of the fun toys, for all the new instruments and for all the new lessons, and keep the food on the table, you know, and our ever patient family members still accepting us do it. So here's a trap: when we bite off more than we can chew, because it's very tempting to do
with
3 shows in a day when they are offered. With
this, and you just said corporate, but I know I've had lots of, I think every weekend I've had a couple of my bands have EP or CD launches for the last couple of months. And it's, my wedding bands are absolutely flat out. It's summertime here now, so it's right across the board. The music industry in Melbourne here gets very busy in November to December, slows down a little bit, still really big for my wedding bands in Jan, slows down in Jan, peaks back up in Feb, because people away on holidays, comes back up in Feb and punches out, but it is a really busy time. So sorry to interrupt there, but it wasn't. It's not
I got used to it.
Not just corporate bands. It's everyone in general. A lot of people, a lot of bands are trying to release their EPs, albums now before Christmas, and then also after Christmas, more so in Feb. Not so much in Jan. Slows down a little bit because people are away.
So the thing here is just getting getting so busy that your body starts to give out. You think that you can do, okay, I can do this morning wedding, and then I can go and do this casino lunch, and then I can go and do my own single lunch. And by the time it's time for your own single lunch, you're already sung out, you're tired, you're not excited about it anymore. So priorities are very important. Keeping up your priorities. So don't bite off more than you can chew. Pick the most important thing, and do just this one very important thing on the day. If you have other 2 things come up, say no. A lot of people fall into this trap because it's very tempting. Oh, I will get exposure, people will get to know me, I will earn something, like, but no. You will just mess up on the 3rd show. Yep. 2, feasible. 3, come on. Yeah.
It's a big thing. They call it the silly season.
Yeah.
But you know, my invitation box is completely full. You know, all the time I had something on every day, and I'm only going to the really important things where I have a lot of contact with a lot of the people. So it is a time to sort of say, okay, now look, we need to say no to whatever engages that you might be overloaded with. Big thing is, you got to watch what you eat, get enough sleep as well too. Very important. Keep up the scales practice. If you're gigging, watch what you sleep, because it's very easy now this day and age, or just now, the silly season, you go into Christmas parties, whatever it is, eating junk, drinking booze. You're just going to have to monitor it and show some discipline and say, look, I need to do these shows to the best of my ability, get the right amount of sleep, put good food into your body, keep on doing your scales. The main thing is getting enough sleep as well too, and practicing keeping your voice and your chops up, because we don't want to disappoint the people that are going to be coming down and seeing your shows. That's the really important thing. And then once your group of shows are over or your tours are over, then you can go and party and do whatever you want to do. Definitely go and do that. But you've always got to think of the long game. Even with Massive, you know, they're on a national tour at the moment. So I don't think they're finishing. This isn't their last show of their national tour. But I know Dead Letter Circus, I think that this is their last show next week. So I know that they'll probably party a little bit more once the show's finished. But Massive, I'm sure they're going to pack up their gear. They're going to drive to the next show because they've got a show on Sunday. So they've just got to be. You just got to say, okay, look, I need to do the best for the fans, best for my show, best for myself. Just show some discipline.
Yes.
It's very hard for young people to do that, though.
Well, don't follow their advice, get burned, and probably in that case, it will finally sink in.
Well, it is. You know, you will learn from experience, and I honestly think I can give an honest word of advice here. The biggest, probably, fact that blows out young performers' voices is not so much singing. It's going out after the show, pouring vats of alcohol over it, talking like this, going like this, and then your voice is like, by the end of the night, your voice is gone. So it's a really important thing. And look, touring bands know about this. I tell them to say, look, you know, you can't do that. Just pack up, drink, go, have water, drink water.
Drink water, not drink.
And think about your next show. But more so, you've got to think about your last show. So that's the main thing. And even if you're only doing 2 shows, think about, look, I've got a show the next night. Let's think about that. Because there are going to be people that are going to be paying their hard-earned money, or just wanting to enjoy the show to their full extent. And a really big thing about every single punter that goes and ever sees a show, every single punter doesn't care about the last show that you've done. They don't care about the next show that you do. They don't care whether you've got 60 more shows. They want the best performance there that night, because you're performing for them and them only. They don't care about your past performances, all the future performances. So you've always got to bring your A game all the time.
I feel like what is very important is just trying to get every next show the best show that you've done. Not like as soon as this thought creeps up into your head that I might just take it easy tonight. No. these people don't make it. You have to 100% every single time make it the best show you've ever done, and honestly working towards it. If you can record it, if you can film it and analyze it afterwards, like it's very like what I was doing a lot of the time when I'm on tour. I'm just dropping my phone on audio recording, just backstage. I don't even go and do anything fancy. I just record whatever is happening right there, and then I go and listen to it on the bus on the way to the next venue and take notes and analyze. Like this is the actual thing that I'm doing, and all of my castmates can prove this. And I feel this is the actual key to longevity of like being fresh and excited about the music or whatever creative endeavor you're doing in life. Just every time you're about to do something, psych yourself up. This is going to be the best thing that I've ever done.
You always want to go in there. You're never ever going to feel 110%.
Yes.
You always want to go in there and just say, I'm going to do the best show that I possibly can. That's the main thing. And just veering off the track there a little bit, you were saying about recording your shows.
Yes.
And we do that at Vox Singing Academy. All of our teachers have to record a full lesson and send the song breakdown.
Yep.
And that gets critiqued by myself and Ryan every fortnight. So it's something that we do to see how we're teaching, what we're doing, and how we're going about it. So, and I even do that. I send my lessons to Ryan, and Ryan critiques me. So it's a good thing to critique yourself, and that's the way that you're going to learn as well too.
I really like Ryan's critique. Because first of all, he's such a lovely bloke. Like guys, if you're intimidated about lessons like with this guy or with me, go to Ryan.
Yes.
He's an absolute sweetheart.
Yeah.
He's gonna make you feel like you're hanging out with a friend.
Yeah.
And whenever he returns like his critique, he's super sweet about it and tell, okay, that was excellent. This was awesome. This we need to pull up a bit. I'm not exactly agree with this part. So how about you go and listen to it again? Like we often argue about head voice and falsetto.
Yep.
Like, that's a thing.
You and Ryan, or me and you?
I feel like me and everyone. Sometimes I feel like you guys gang up on me sometimes.
I think what we should do is we should maybe do a podcast regarding true voice, head voice, and falsetto. We'll probably do that next week or the week after, I think.
Funny thing is, Rianne often agrees with me. Yeah, so we have like.
We'll bring in. I'll have some examples ready to go. Okay, so I'm going to give an example of what head voice is, Sam Smith, falsetto, and true voice, and we'll go over.
Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. We're gonna fight.
We're not going to fight. We're going to come to a compromise in the middle ground and come to that.
See, here's the thing: the voices are always so individual, and whenever we break down songs that has already been recorded, it's one thing when an original singer does it. For a student, it may sit in a different pocket.
Register.
Yes. And people can, especially when they have different voice types, like baritone and tenor, or male and female singers. So this way, it's just up to the best judgment of the teacher. What can you recommend to a student to do in this case?
Exactly. What we'll mainly discuss, though, is the difference between head voice and falsetto, because it's a real big thing. But I totally agree with you there. You know, I know that at the We Are the Champions by Queen, I was just working on it. Ryan was actually just in for a lesson about half an hour ago. The first chorus is, and we'll keep on fighting to the end. But in the second chorus, he goes, we'll keep on fighting to the end. He does it in true voice in the second chorus. So, again, you could do falsetto all the way through if you wanted to do it. But
you know what? We're going to have a jam session sometimes on the podcast. Just do a song together. Why not?
You should.
Yeah.
Whoa! the longest time. You know,
I'm such a big fan of Queen.
We can, yes. Tonight. That wasn't Queen, that was Billy Joel, and that was Queen then. But you know, when we go live, as well too, when we go Facebook Live and we're going to be answering questions live, we're going to have to be sitting behind a keyboard to give examples and standing up. We won't be able to sort of do it like this. So having a jam session like this isn't conducive for me to do my best sing down. I'd have to be like this, so it's going to look a little bit awkward. And this is a podcast. But you know, we want to be able to do that. And yeah.
You know what? If you want to hear any specific songs, just drop some suggestions below.
Yes, or
male, female,
or
duets, single.
If you have questions about any songs as well too, you know, definitely bring, you know, write them in the comments, and we can answer anything.
Yep.
You know, we honestly can. That's what we're here to do. So there's nothing about the voice that I definitely can't answer. I actually just edited a video that's going onto our new website regarding vocal coaching, which is different from vocal teaching.
Yeah.
So vocal coaching is different. So it was basically half a lesson about someone asking me a whole heap of questions about different areas in their voice. So check it out on our new website about vocal coaching there. So anyway, yes. Anything else, Em, that you want to add regarding the Christmas break? I just want to say that make sure, guys, we keep on practicing over the Christmas break as well too. Definitely have some
goals. Keep the big picture in mind.
Yes. And what we'll talk about next week as well too is we're going to talk about New Year's resolutions, because I don't agree with them, because I think that in a couple of weeks they're done anyway. But I think goal setting. I think let's talk about goal setting next week. And maybe we'll do head voice and falsetto the week after to start the new year. But I think goal setting is a big one. And I think we all need to sort of set short and medium and long-term goals to do with everything, but especially with your voice, what you want to do. It's super important.
I feel
so
like
important.
New Year's resolutions, sometimes they do work if you are an organized person.
Yep.
And this is something that helps you stick through it. Like, for example, one of my students, Anna, hi darling, she came the last January with one goal to record a song for her hubby on their anniversary. So we did that, and then she told me that she's going to stick with the singing for a year until the next year. The next year she's going to take something else. So now she's decided to take up improv, and I feel like all of these skills help you in life in a lot of ways. So now she's had one hobby, and now she will be able to incorporate it into her next hobby and grow her friendships and grow her relationships with people. So sometimes New Year's resolutions are really good if you just make yourself a promise to stick with it.
You got to write it down and put it in front of your New Year's resolutions.
Not just start and quit, but keep doing it. Give yourself a year. I promise you, if you practice, in a year you can master absolutely any skill to a very good level, so that you won't be ashamed to do it and to show it to your family and friends. Anything.
They normally say 1,000 hours, and generally in the work we don't work normal hours, but they normally say if you're working a 40-hour week, it's 6 months. So before you become very good at a particular job, it's 6 months within that one particular job till you become very, very good. So yes, that is very important. And you're talking about goals. Goals are extremely important. So we'll talk about goals, and we'll get back. We'll definitely do a podcast on that. Anyone has any questions about that, please let us know. But getting back to just practicing, the main thing is over this Christmas break, let's keep practicing, have some time off, keep focused on your goals, keep songwriting, practicing your scales, learning new songs, whatever your goals are, whether they're small or large, please keep on working on them and keep focusing on your dreams and keep working through them. This is a busy time. Try to stay focused and try to get a bit of practice in. It's very hard to practice and sometimes eat properly and get the right amount of sleep during this silly season, but try to do your practice and sing and get as much as you can in. Learn to say no to people or to situations, cut things out, put yourself as number one, and take care of yourself, take care of your voice.
and go and see local musicians, support your local musos, be a good friend and a good citizen.
and go onto Spotify and buy people's music as well too. I go onto Spotify. I don't think, again, that's another conversation we should have. I don't agree with Spotify, nor do I agree with how much money the artists get paid for Spotify, but I'll keep my opinions to myself about Spotify. But if you like something, guys, I really think that you should go out and go to iTunes and pay the artist and give them the money and buy it, especially if I like the album. I go on Spotify to listen to new music. If I like it, I go and buy it on iTunes to give. That's just me. That's just what I like to do. It's like giving money to a homeless person. Not to say that musos are homeless, but if we keep on not paying them for their art, there will be a lot more homeless musicians. But I just think that the state of what they're getting paid for, and bands having to tour and making money off merch, I think it's not a great thing. But please go and see your local artists. Download their music, support your local artists as much as you possibly can.
Yes.
Excellent. Anything else you want to add, Em, before we wrap up?
Merry Christmas! Woo!
Merry Christmas. We're going to do one before Christmas, but that's probably going to be released after Christmas. But everybody have a great Christmas and a safe one.
And a Happy New Year.
and a Happy New Year as well too. I think we'll have one before the New Year. But have a great Christmas. Stay disciplined. Keep on working on your goals and your dreams, and keep on singing. Much love.
Much love.
High five.
Yay.
Okay, signing off. Peace.
See ya.
Bye-bye.